Hey everyone, Wayne here. Today we're doing an unboxing of France 1944, The Allied Crusade in Europe by Mark Herman, published by Compass Games. This is the designer signature edition. I know this is a game that was originally released in the 80s, possibly, well before my time, but heard a lot of good things about this one. I've talked to Judd Vance, who helped develop it, and he's had a lot of good things to say about it, a lot of good things to say about it playing solo with the chip pull aspect, so I figured I got to check this one out. So let's go and take a look at it. It's a pretty heavy box. I know in this particular game, it comes with a mounted map, so the box is definitely heavy. Look at the back here. Allied liberation of Western Europe hangs in the balance. France, 1944, the Allied Crusade in Europe, marks the return of an original game covering the historical events that led to the liberation of France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands during the Allied drive on Germany. Very cool. 22 by 34 inch mounted map. Close-up Normandy map. 2 sheets of rounded counters, pre-rounded counters. So I already know that's going to be awesome. That's going to be, we'll take a look at them, but I'm sure it's going to be like the ones from Hearts and Mind 3rd edition if you watch that video of mine, or if you've seen that game, or if you own that game. So yep, designed by Mark Herman, developed by Judd Vance, product director John Kranz, graphic artist Mark McAfee, Compass Box Design, Brian Miller. All right, looks good, 2 to 7 hours, high solitaire rating, that's what I like to see. All right, why don't we open it up? Let's check it out. All right, get that shrink wrap off. Ooh, new box. All right, open it up. What we got here to start off? We have the old Compass Games catalog, holiday catalog. This comes valid until January 31st. Get it while you can. All right, some dice. Looks like there are custom dice here. I did not realize that. So, a couple D6. Looks like there's like some custom dice here. Is this, I wonder if this is from the original or... I've never played the original, so just learning all this. Looks like little starbursts or explosions, not the candy. The explosions, 1, yellow, 2, 3, and then 3s are red maybe. Okay. A couple of those and a couple regular D6s. Okay. Look at the rules here. Fully colored, glossy paper. Again, as if you know anything about Compass Games and you've seen any of my unboxings and playthroughs of Compass Games, always have great quality components. Text is nice. Lots of pictures. Turn procedure, combat unit types, zone of control, combat units, headquarters, which I believe is the chip pull aspect, activating headquarters. Sample headquarters. Very nice. So the rulebook looks great. Lots of demo chart, actual chart. Okay, well, anyway, lots of pictures, full color. Like I said, the little glossy paper looks great as usual. 20, what are we looking at? 20 pages? 22 pages of rules, so not a tiny game, but doesn't look too crazy either. When there's lots of examples and pictures, usually that tells you that the game is this might be 22 pages, but it's not 22 pages of just solid text. So playbook, a little thinner here. We got different scenarios, 4 scenarios. Game setups. Ooh, nice. I like that. Like full setup. Look at that. That's beautiful. So just having a list of hexes or something, units and hexes, there's actually diagrams and examples of play. Nice. I don't know if I've... Playbook. This is a good idea. Yeah, it looks like a full example of play, like a full turn run through or something. Very nice. With pictures, text explaining everything. That's awesome. Fantastic. Reflection on the back. Sure that would, I assume, is designer's notes. The Mark Herman talking about the game here. Okay, you have original game, Victory Games, 1986. So just a couple years after I was born. I was not old enough to play it then. All right. Little German setup card. Allied setup card. Oh. German reinforcements, then I assume it's going to be Allied reinforcements here. All right, very nice. Little card stock, normal thickness. Some player aids, terrain effects chart, different colors, or different terrains, movement points, morale effects, attrition modifiers, allied headquarter command restriction chart. Interesting. Attrition chart. Double-sided. Interesting. See, I do not know the combat system in this game, so this is looks a little intimidating at first, but imagine once you play it, you learn how to do it pretty quick. Hopefully, anyway, right? Interesting. Okay. Again, good thickness here. You know, normal cardstock. You're not gonna. And what was it? So 2 of these. Yep. So 1 for each player. But yeah, not these aren't mounted or anything crazy like that, but nice, good thickness. You know, regular cardstock. What do we got here? Moving point expenditure track. The turn track at the bottom. SP's track. RP's track. All right, so I'm going to assume maybe this isn't on the board then. So it's separate, and I assume there's another one for the other player. That's the same. Yep. It's on the other side. Okay, one-sided. So, yep, looks like probably the exact same. So just 1 for each player. I assume that means all those different tracks and stuff are not on the main board. Save room on the main board for the actual game. And one-sided, here we go, turn procedure. It's another player aid. Quite a few player aids. All the turn procedure, run through that. Sample combat unit, sample headquarters, sample air support marker. All right. Map, which we will save for last. Oop, if I can get, okay, so, let me get out of here. So see, this is the close-up piece here, I guess, of, we'll look at that in a second. You know, I always like to do the counters first and then the map. So, go ahead and look at these counters. Very nice. Okay, so it's just like we kind of expected here. They are nice and thick and pre-cut, pre-rounded, pop right out of there. Not as large as I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be larger counters, but that's okay. That's interesting. Nice and thick, though. You know, these actually remind me of, with the thickness and the size, they remind me of DVG's counters for all their newer games. Individual cut, individual, like this, pre-rounded, individual die cut, but yet smaller, right? So not like 3/4 inch pieces, more of a traditional size. Very nice. Back some a little bit here. Speaking of which, take a look at the back here. All right. I like the headquarters at the nationality flag up there in the corner. With the Germans here and German units. So very nicely done. Simple though. Not such a bad thing sometimes, right, guys? But yeah, fairly simple. But again, punch out super easy. You know, pre-cut all that. No need to clip anything. Here's a punch these and you're ready to play. Backs look good. The prints all lined up nice. And again, they're really thick actually. Especially for, yeah, these are really thick. Again, it's that reminds me of DVG's newer games. Individually die cut, very thick counters. I think that speaks well of Compass that they're doing that with this release. So, all right, pause the video so I can get that map set up. All right, here we have the map set up. It is a mounted map, obviously, as I already said, and you kind of saw as I was taking out of the box. But I think I'm trying to back up the camera, but you guys can really see the whole map and see the colors. This is a gorgeous map. Mark McAfee, you did a great job with this one. Kudos to you. I think if you really look at the whole thing, it really just stands out. Everything looks really nice. As we start zooming in a little bit, we can start looking and seeing the fact that, you know, there's everything's very readable. It's simple. There's nothing that is gonna, you know, be too distracting while you're playing. Yet at the same time, there's little touches. You know, you can see the forests look really nice as you go out to the beaches and the landing areas. Very nice. Heading east into Belgium. And all the way over here to Germany. Very nicely done. Mounted, very thick, good quality mounted map. I forget what they call it when it's the binded on the side, but and that's not just a thick cardstock. I mean, it's a true mounted map. Very nice. Lays very flat. Just put it out here. Just back. Excuse me. I can't think of the word. Just pull it just a little bit to try to get it flat, and it's almost perfectly flat already. So, you notice up here, so France 1944, Allied Crusade in Europe. We have our, what is this? Only one air support type. So tactical air, heavy bombers, okay. And then down here, terrain effects chart summary. So like I mentioned before, with the player aid card having those tracks on there, SP tracks and such, it definitely is necessary since the map is just focused on the game, which I think is kind of okay. As long as you have the table space, which fortunately I will have just enough table space for it. Here's that little map I looked at, the close in. So I think that's interesting. I'm not sure what the context is. Again, I've never played the original game. I don't know if this was in the original game, how it works. The fact that obviously you can see it's much bigger hexes, very zoomed in of, up here. I don't know how, if it's like a mini game you play out first for the landings or what. I simply don't know. But I think it's kind of a cool feature, cool add as well. And that's also like a thicker, it's not the mounted with the wrap like the map is, the main map, but at the same time it's still a really, really thick piece. Oh, here we go. Looks like there's like a setup on here too. So maybe that would be after the landings. So maybe you can simulate the landings, play the landings, or you can just start here maybe. That's how it's supposed to work. I don't know, but very cool. So, all right. That is France, 1944. Excited to check this one out. Chip pull and components are fantastic. Component quality all around. Great job. Compass. Mark Herman, excited to check his game out. Judd Vance, see what he's done with this to help develop this. I can't wait to check this one out. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully more videos coming soon. All right, later, guys.